Hi, everyone. So today I want to go over how the media and fake news affect government. A couple of terms to know and understand. Public opinion, which is the complex collection of the opinions of many different people, really the sum of all their views. So this is what we consider public opinion. And then mass media. So mass media are those means of communication that reach large audiences. Okay, and sometimes the media, so this is often considered the fourth branch of government. It plays a really big role in shaping our government, policies that the government puts forth, and things that just happen within the government. So a really good example of this is the role that the Washington Post played during the Watergate scandal and the ultimate resignation of President Richard Nixon. So the media has a few different functions, and I'll go over those now. First, the media serves as a gatekeeper. This is introducing or keeping a topic in the national mindset. So, for example, and really like right now, the media is focused solely on coronavirus, but it can be anything. It just depends on what the media wants to focus on. Okay, so for example, climate change. Okay. The media also serves as a watchdog. They check corruption within the government. For example, this again referring to the Watergate scandal, which ultimately led to the resignation of Richard Nixon, who was breaking the law. Okay, and then lastly, the media also functions as a scorekeeper. The media is they can make or break a politician, a member of our government, depending on the coverage given to that person. This is something that Donald Trump talks about all the time. He complains about the media and their portrayal of him. Okay, so let's talk about bias. Media is biased. All media is biased. And so is everybody. Everyone has biases. They can't help interjecting into anything they do or say. So, bias is a preference or inclination, especially one that inhibits impartial judgment. So, it inhibits your ability to judge things impartially. Okay. How the media reflects or presents that bias is often called spin. Okay. So, it's known as this media spin. So, some things to look for. And we're going to have you do this. I'm going to have you, look at some news sources and you're going to want to consider these things. So, balance. Are both sides represented equally? You do want to look for loaded words, things that are really uh, powerful, things like an absolute, things like finally, failure, savior, words that carry a lot of weight. You want to be aware of sensationalism. Is there a lot of buildup around the story just for the sake of selling it? Images and headlines. Do the images and headlines match the story? I'm sure a lot of you have heard of clickbait. This is often when a headline or an image is used to capture your attention, but sometimes the story doesn't match that image or headline. And then context. Are the facts, quotes, and other aspects of the story put into context? Or are they just used kind of randomly and sporadically to make a point or reinforce a bias? So here is an example, okay? And you can see here my notes. In September 2017, conservative news outlet Breitbart included this photo with an article on DACA. Dreamers or undocumented people brought to America when they were young children. What is your impression based on the tweet, the image, and the headline? Okay, so the photo is actually of gang members in San Salvador in 2013 at a rally for peace and a gang truce and has nothing to do with DACA.